As it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys have really hit their stride, and winners in 7 of their last 9. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. This guy's stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. The NFL season is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
So I got something you need to help.
They would not get a chance to return this one and throw back in the end zone for a touchback.
That's a damn shame. Time to level up. Ain't playing no game. They got put into it. And the fact that they ain't shit they doing.
We're seeing it more and more in this league.
We locked in, twin. This shit like Death Row locked. This shit be cut over, right? All it is, bro. You gon' shine. Young niggas stay down. It's gonna be your time. It's your time.
He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Now a handoff up the middle. Owens. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. All task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The Patriots send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This will be fielded at the 17. A 46-yard return. And the Jets will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out to the first possession.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 2. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Trevion Henderson with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So 2 drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. The Jets kick team out now. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. And they go play action to May. He's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3 and out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
From the gun, it's May. He finds Douglas complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th
You just got to wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he could just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a 4th down.
This is taken at the 18. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So New York set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll try the left side with Henderson. Fighting through, and he's got space. 110 yards rushing for him so far as this terrific season continues here.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. They'll go again with Henderson. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The Jets at 7-3 now on the year. And they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's going to be brought in by Higgins. 23 yards on the play.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
He'll look to throw. This is close. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Owens. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard, so So it's back to 3rd and 10. When you talk about this Jets defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball, caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. Douglas, the man in motion. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Pick up a 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. Up the middle they go. Owens. And he still is yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. May. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Douglas. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing here's May. And this is going to be incomplete. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Motion man right, that's Pierce. They're going on 4th down. May. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this down close to the 20 before he's dropped.
I just might go to the mall and stay in there. She gonna throw that ass back.
From stalling. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And they're back up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw, it's May. And he's wrapped up. Taken down at 25. They get to him for a loss of 4. That brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. May looking to run. Yeah, he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people down there.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. He'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, May with it. Throw outside is complete on the diving effort. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
Now again, right side. It's Owens. Oh, that one well designed as they take this down to the 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. Now we continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To the air, May. Open man, Butler complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's May. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So close, that close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. A short throw to Musgrave. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A short throw to Musgrave. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando. And our halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Solid stiff arm. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. A handoff, Coleman between the tackles. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. So they'll get nothing on that play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field. They'll look to throw again. Had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Spencer Schrader now on to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead. Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll throw with May. And he's got his man on the out route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Owens. And he fights forward for a -2-yard gain, second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7. Play action. May. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now again, right side. It's Owens. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Owens. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
2-yard loss brings up third down and 12.
From the gun on third down is May. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. And this one is right through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flipping over the other side, the offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. New York set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. I go to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
That's good for a Jets. First down. A gain of 14. First down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Well, these 2 teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series. Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henderson. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And the Jets first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, That's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, no, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Here's second and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. But he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Spencer Schrader now on to try the field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But let's have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
This one completes Alec Pierce. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent. Defensive football 101.
Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Now May on the sneak. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. He'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. In motion, the tight end. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Left side, he finds Pierce. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's May. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Roman St. Brown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Pats have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now the pitch to Henderson.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. On to punt is Camarda as he sends this one away.
Fair catch.
So the Patriots now down by 7. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on 1st down. It's Owens. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Up the middle they go. Owens. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute. And they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are one all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Coleman will try up the middle. And it pushes way up to about the 44 here. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he'll be stopped after a really short gain, and now you're looking at 4th down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
They'll drop the throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Patriots who will have first crack at it as we're back underway here in overtime. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. New England's offense set to go. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sash.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Owens. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the run there. That trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. On play action, May. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Well, the defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
They set up the screen for Henderson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
First down, Jets.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Net score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport state. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense? Right? If he hit on it, right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
Now 2nd and 5. Got his man in stride, complete. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. So it's a win here for the Jets, and it was thanks in large part to the
She know she thinks she's so to speak. Fell asleep, I'm moving with. Leave me passed out on the couch. Looking like D-Lo in his bitch. Gone back to your nigga house. He looking like Nemo for his bitch. When he cannot find his home, she tired of him. He's kind of broke. She do a thing. I grab the top. Nigga, he been home. Flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches. Weakness. Ain't no breaching. Got us beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings. Lessons. They come from the cars. We different in breeds. Can never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes. I see through the lies. They pop. Piper. Warfare with spiritual forces. Fighting the demons. Really for lifers. Karma. With your energy harness. If I'm back